Hello and welcome to Macabre Mysteries. This is the Unsolved Mysteries and Weird Things Iceberg. This is an iceberg chart that features unsolved events such as unresolved murders, disappearances, and unidentified individuals. It also just features weird things like strange websites, incidents, and weird people and history. Created by Juan The Pickle. Sit back and relax and let's get into it. The tip of the iceberg. The Zodiac Killer was a notorious unidentified serial killer who operated in Northern California during the late 1960s and early 1970s. The killer gained notoriety for his taunting letters and cryptograms sent to local newspapers, often containing threats and boasting about his crimes. He is known to have murdered at least 5 people, although he claimed to have killed many more. The Zodiac's true identity remains unknown, despite numerous investigations and theories. The case has fascinated amateur sleuths, journalists, and law enforcement for decades, and it continues to be one of the most infamous unsolved mysteries in American criminal history. Jack the Ripper is the infamous pseudonym given to an unidentified serial killer who terrorized the Whitechapel district of London in 1888. He is believed to have brutally murdered at least 5 women, although the actual number of victims remains uncertain. The Ripper's victims were typically prostitutes, and their bodies were found with gruesome mutilations, indicating a level of surgical skill or anatomical knowledge. The case sparked widespread fear and hysteria in Victorian London and led to one of the largest manhunts in British criminal history. Despite numerous suspects and investigations, Jack the Ripper's true identity has never been conclusively determined, leading to countless theories and speculation over the years. The legend of Jack the Ripper has endured for over a century, making him one of the most infamous and enigmatic figures in the history of crime. D.B. Cooper is the alias used by an unidentified man who hijacked a commercial airplane, extorted a ransom, and then parachuted from the aircraft, disappearing without a trace. The incident occurred on November 24, 1971, when a man using the name Dan Cooper boarded a Northwest Orient Airlines flight from Portland to Seattle. During the flight, he handed a note to a flight attendant claiming to have a bomb and demanding $200,000 in ransom and 4 parachutes. After receiving the ransom money and parachutes upon landing in Seattle, Cooper released the passengers and some crew members, then ordered the plane to take off again, heading for Mexico City. Somewhere over the rugged terrain of the Pacific Northwest, Cooper parachuted from the rear stairs of the Boeing 727 into the night sky, never to be seen again. Despite an extensive search and investigation by law enforcement, Cooper's true identity and whereabouts remain a mystery. The case has captured the public's imagination and led to countless theories and speculations about what happened to D.B. Cooper. Despite occasional leads and investigations, his fate and identity continue to elude authorities, making him one of the most famous and enduring mysteries in aviation and criminal history. The Bermuda Triangle, also known as the Devil's Triangle, is a loosely defined region in the western part of the North Atlantic Ocean. It is infamous for allegedly being the site of numerous unexplained disappearances of ships, airplanes, and other vessels over the years. The vertices of the Bermuda Triangle are generally considered to be Miami, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico. The mystery surrounding the Bermuda Triangle gained widespread attention in the mid-20th century when several high-profile incidents occurred, including the disappearance of Flight 19, a group of 5 U.S. Navy torpedo bombers, in 1945, and the vanishing of the tanker SS Marine Sulphur Queen in 1963. Various theories have been proposed to explain the disappearances in the Bermuda Triangle, ranging from paranormal explanations involving extraterrestrial activity or sea monsters to more rational hypotheses such as unpredictable weather patterns, magnetic anomalies, and human error. Despite the sensationalism surrounding the Bermuda Triangle, many experts argue that the number of incidents within the area is not significantly higher than in other heavily trafficked maritime regions, and that the disappearances can often be attributed to natural phenomena or human factors. Nevertheless, the Bermuda Triangle remains a popular subject of speculation and intrigue, inspiring numerous books, documentaries, and theories about its supposed supernatural or mysterious properties. Area 51 is a highly secretive United States Air Force facility located in the Nevada desert, approximately 83 miles northwest of Las Vegas. It is part of the larger Nevada Test and Training Range and is officially known as the Nevada Test and Training Range, Detachment 3. The facility's existence was not formally acknowledged by the U.S. government until 2013, although it had been the subject of intense speculation and conspiracy theories for decades prior. Area 51 has been associated with various clandestine activities, including the testing and development of experimental aircraft and weapon systems, such as the U-2 spy plane and the F-117 Nighthawk stealth fighter. Area 51 gained even more notoriety in popular culture due to its alleged involvement in UFO research and the supposed storage of extraterrestrial technology and artifacts. Conspiracy theories suggest that the U.S. government has been hiding evidence of alien visitation and conducting experiments on captured alien spacecraft within the confines of Area 51. While much of the speculation surrounding Area 51 remains unverified and speculative, the facility continues to be a subject of fascination for conspiracy theorists, UFO enthusiasts, and the general public alike. Its remote location, tight security measures, and classified nature have only served to fuel the mystery and intrigue surrounding Area 51. Bigfoot, also known as Sasquatch, is a legendary humanoid creature purported to inhabit forests, mountains, and wilderness areas, primarily in North America. Descriptions of Bigfoot typically describe it as a large, hairy ape-like creature, standing between 6 to 10 feet tall and weighing several hundred pounds. It is said to be covered in dark or reddish-brown fur and possesses enormous, human-like footprints, which gave rise to its name. Reports of Bigfoot sightings have been recorded for centuries, with indigenous peoples of North America having their own folklore and traditions surrounding similar creatures. However, Bigfoot gained widespread attention in the 20th century, particularly in the Pacific Northwest of the United States and parts of Canada. Despite numerous alleged sightings, photographs, and footprint casts, conclusive scientific evidence of Bigfoot's existence remains elusive. Skeptics argue that many sightings can be attributed to misidentifications of known animals, hoaxes, or cultural influences. However, believers in Bigfoot point to the sheer volume of eyewitness accounts, as well as purported audio recordings, videos, and alleged physical evidence such as hair samples and footprints, as reasons to continue investigating the creature's existence. Bigfoot has become a prominent figure in popular culture, appearing in films, television shows, and literature, and inspiring a dedicated subculture of enthusiasts and researchers who actively search for evidence of its existence. The search for Bigfoot continues to captivate the imagination of people around the world, making it one of the most enduring and enigmatic mysteries of cryptozoology. The Loch Ness Monster, often affectionately referred to as Nessie, is a legendary creature said to inhabit Loch Ness, a large freshwater lake in the Scottish Highlands. Descriptions of Nessie typically depict it as a long-necked, humped creature, resembling a plesiosaur or sea serpent. Reports of sightings of the Loch Ness Monster date back to ancient times, but the modern legend gained widespread attention in the 20th century. The first modern sighting that attracted significant public interest occurred in 1933, when a couple claimed to have witnessed an enormous creature crossing the road near the lake. This sparked a surge in interest and subsequent sightings, leading to Loch Ness becoming a focal point for cryptozoologists, scientists, and tourists alike. Numerous expeditions, investigations, and studies have been conducted in an attempt to uncover evidence of the Loch Ness Monster's existence. These efforts have included underwater sonar scans, photographic analyses, and DNA sampling of the lake's waters. While some evidence has been inconclusive or disputed, there has been no definitive proof of Nessie's existence. Despite the lack of concrete evidence, the Loch Ness Monster remains an enduring and iconic figure in Scottish folklore and popular culture. It has inspired countless books, films, documentaries, and tourist attractions centered around the mystery of its existence. Whether Nessie is a real creature lurking in the depths of Loch Ness or simply a product of legend and imagination, its legend continues to fascinate and intrigue people around the world. The Roswell UFO incident refers to an event that occurred in July 1947 near Roswell, New Mexico, which has become one of the most famous and controversial UFO cases in history. The incident began when an unidentified object crashed on a ranch owned by William Mac Brazel. The debris found at the crash site was initially reported by the military as a flying disc, sparking widespread speculation about extraterrestrial involvement. The military subsequently issued a statement claiming that the wreckage was from a weather balloon, specifically a classified project known as Project Mogul, designed to detect Soviet nuclear tests. This explanation was accepted by the public at the time, and the incident faded from public attention. However, in the late 1970s, interest in the Roswell incident was revived, fueled by the publication of books and articles claiming that the military had covered up the recovery of an alien spacecraft and its occupants. Witnesses came forward, alleging that they had seen alien bodies recovered from the crash site and that the government had engaged in a massive cover-up. Since then, the Roswell UFO incident has become a focal point for UFO enthusiasts, conspiracy theorists, and researchers seeking evidence of extraterrestrial visitation. Numerous investigations and inquiries have been conducted, with proponents of the extraterrestrial theory citing inconsistencies in the official explanations and eyewitness testimony as evidence of a government cover-up. Skeptics, on the other hand, argue that the Roswell incident can be explained by mundane factors such as misidentification of conventional objects, hoaxes, and the fog of wartime secrecy. Despite decades of speculation and investigation, conclusive evidence supporting the extraterrestrial hypothesis remains elusive, and the true nature of the Roswell UFO incident continues to be a subject of debate and controversy. The Elisa Lam case revolves around the mysterious death of Elisa Lam, a Canadian student, at the Cecil Hotel in Los Angeles in February 2013. Lam's disappearance and subsequent death gained widespread attention due to eerie surveillance footage released by the Los Angeles Police Department. Elisa Lam was last seen alive on January 31, 2013, when she checked into the Cecil Hotel in downtown Los Angeles. She was reported missing on February 1, 2013, after failing to check out of the hotel as scheduled. Following her disappearance, the LAPD released surveillance footage from the hotel's elevator, showing Lam behaving erratically, pressing multiple buttons, and appearing to hide from an unseen presence. The footage went viral, fueling speculation and conspiracy theories about what happened to her. On February 19, 2013, Lam's body was discovered in one of the hotel's water tanks on the roof after guests complained about low water pressure and a strange taste in the water. Her death was ruled accidental drowning, with bipolar disorder cited as a contributing factor. The circumstances surrounding Elisa Lam's death, particularly the bizarre elevator footage and the discovery of her body in the hotel's water tank, led to intense speculation and numerous theories, including foul play, supernatural involvement, and government conspiracies. However, official investigations concluded that there was no evidence of foul play, and the case was ultimately deemed a tragic accident. The Elisa Lam case has captured the public's imagination and remains a subject of fascination and debate, with documentaries, podcasts, and online discussions continuing to explore the mysterious circumstances surrounding her death. Despite extensive media coverage and investigation, many questions remain unanswered, contributing to the enduring intrigue of the Elisa Lam case. The Mothman is a legendary creature reportedly sighted in the Point Pleasant area of West Virginia, United States, primarily between November 1966 and December 1967. Descriptions of the Mothman vary, but it is generally described as a humanoid figure with large wings, glowing red eyes, and a distinctive moth-like appearance. The Mothman legend began on November 15, 1966, when two couples reported seeing a large winged creature near the abandoned West Virginia Ordnance Works munitions plant. Over the following year, numerous other sightings of the Mothman were reported in the Point Pleasant area, often accompanied by strange phenomena such as electrical disturbances, poltergeist activity, and mysterious phone calls. The Mothman sightings culminated in the tragic collapse of the Silver Bridge, which spanned the Ohio River and connected Point Pleasant, West Virginia, to Gallipolis, Ohio. The bridge collapsed on December 15, 1967, resulting in the deaths of 46 people. Some believers in the Mothman legend claim that the creature's presence in the area was a harbinger of the impending disaster, while skeptics dismiss such claims as mere coincidence. In the decades since the initial sightings, the Mothman has become a prominent figure in cryptozoology, folklore, and popular culture. The legend has inspired numerous books, films, documentaries, and festivals celebrating the mysterious creature. Various theories have been proposed to explain the Mothman sightings, ranging from misidentifications of known animals to paranormal explanations involving extraterrestrials or interdimensional beings. Despite the lack of concrete evidence, the Mothman legend continues to captivate the imagination of people around the world, making it one of the most enduring and intriguing mysteries in the realm of cryptozoology and urban legends. On March 8, 2014, Malaysia Airlines Flight 370, a Boeing 777-200ER aircraft, disappeared while en route from Kuala Lumpur International Airport in Malaysia to Beijing Capital International Airport in China. The aircraft was carrying 239 passengers and crew members. The disappearance of Flight 370 sparked one of the largest and most extensive search efforts in aviation history, involving multiple countries and covering vast areas of the southern Indian Ocean. Despite intensive search efforts using satellite data, radar analysis, and underwater exploration, no trace of the aircraft was initially found. The lack of definitive evidence and the mysterious circumstances surrounding the disappearance led to widespread speculation and conspiracy theories about what happened to Flight 370. Various hypotheses were proposed, including mechanical failure, pilot error, hijacking, sabotage, and intentional diversion of the aircraft. In July 2015, more than a year after the disappearance, a piece of aircraft debris identified as a flaperon from Flight 370 was discovered washed ashore on Réunion Island in the Indian Ocean. Subsequent analysis confirmed the debris' origin, providing the first tangible evidence that the aircraft had crashed into the southern Indian Ocean. Despite the discovery of debris, the exact cause of the disappearance of Malaysia Airlines Flight 370 remains unknown. The aircraft's black boxes, which could provide crucial information about the events leading up to the disappearance, have never been recovered. The lack of closure for the families of the passengers and crew members, coupled with ongoing speculation and uncertainty, has made the disappearance of Flight 370 one of the most enduring mysteries in aviation history. Grigory Rasputin was a mystic and self-proclaimed holy man who gained considerable influence in the late Russian Empire, particularly during the reign of Tsar Nicholas II and Empress Alexandra. Born in Siberia in 1869, Rasputin rose to prominence in St. Petersburg through his reputation as a healer and spiritual advisor. Rasputin's unorthodox methods and rumored connections to the Russian royal family led to both fascination and controversy. He gained access to the royal court, where he purportedly exerted considerable influence over the Tsarina, Alexandra, due to her belief in his healing powers. Rasputin's influence over the royal family and his perceived interference in political affairs earned him many enemies, including members of the Russian nobility and the clergy. Rasputin's reputation was further tarnished by scandalous rumors about his personal life, including allegations of debauchery and manipulation. In December 1916, Rasputin was assassinated by a group of nobles who feared his influence over the royal family and believed that his removal was necessary to save Russia from further turmoil. Despite his death, Rasputin's legacy endured, and he became a symbol of the decadence and corruption of the Russian monarchy in the years leading up to the Russian Revolution of 1917. His mysterious persona, controversial life, and dramatic demise have made him a legendary figure in Russian history, immortalized in literature, film, and popular culture as the enigmatic Mad Monk, whose influence helped shape the course of Russian history. Amelia Earhart was an American aviation pioneer and one of the most celebrated figures in the history of flight. Born on July 24, 1897, in Atchison, Kansas, Earhart developed a passion for flying at a young age and became the first female aviator to fly solo across the Atlantic Ocean. Earhart gained international fame for her achievements in aviation, breaking numerous records and challenging gender stereotypes in a male-dominated field. In addition to her solo transatlantic flight in 1932, Earhart set records for altitude and speed, becoming a symbol of courage, determination, and adventure for women around the world. One of Earhart's most famous endeavors was her attempt to circumnavigate the globe in 1937. Tragically, during the final leg of her journey, Earhart and her navigator, Fred Noonan, disappeared over the Pacific Ocean near Howland Island. Despite an extensive search effort, neither Earhart nor Noonan were ever found, and their fate remains one of the greatest mysteries in aviation history. Numerous theories have been proposed to explain the disappearance of Amelia Earhart, ranging from crash and sinking at sea to capture by the Japanese military. However, no conclusive evidence has ever been found, and the disappearance of Earhart continues to captivate the public imagination and inspire speculation and investigation. Throughout her life and beyond, Amelia Earhart's pioneering spirit and trailblazing accomplishments have inspired generations of aviators and women pursuing careers in male-dominated fields. Her legacy as a fearless adventurer and symbol of women's empowerment remains an enduring testament to her remarkable life and contributions to aviation history. Madeleine McCann was a 3-year-old British girl who disappeared from a holiday apartment in Praia da Luz, Portugal, on the evening of May 3, 2007. Madeleine was on vacation with her parents, Kate and Jerry McCann, and her younger twin siblings at the time of her disappearance. The case sparked an international media frenzy and became one of the most high-profile missing persons cases in recent history. The circumstances surrounding Madeleine's disappearance remain shrouded in mystery and controversy, with numerous theories and speculation about what happened to her. Despite extensive investigations by Portuguese and British authorities, as well as private investigators hired by the McCann family, Madeleine's whereabouts remain unknown. Over the years, there have been numerous leads, sightings, and potential suspects, but none have led to a breakthrough in the case. The McCann family has campaigned tirelessly to keep Madeleine's case in the public eye, raising awareness and funds for ongoing search efforts. The case has also sparked debate about the media's role in covering missing persons cases, as well as the effectiveness of law enforcement agencies in handling such cases. As of the latest updates, Madeleine McCann has never been found, and her disappearance remains one of the most enduring and heartbreaking mysteries of the 21st century. Despite the passage of time, the search for Madeleine continues, and her family remains hopeful that one day they will find answers and bring her home. Jimmy Hoffa was an influential American labor leader who served as the president of the International Brotherhood of Teamsters, IBT, union from 1957 to 1971. Hoffa's tenure as the head of the Teamsters was marked by controversy, as he faced allegations of corruption, ties to organized crime, and aggressive tactics in labor negotiations. On July 30, 1975, Hoffa disappeared under mysterious circumstances from the parking lot of the Machu's Red Fox restaurant in Bloomfield Township, a suburb of Detroit, Michigan. He was last seen getting into a car with several unidentified individuals and was never seen or heard from again. Hoffa's disappearance sparked one of the most extensive and enduring investigations in American history, with law enforcement agencies, including the FBI, pursuing numerous leads and conducting searches across the country. Despite these efforts, Hoffa's fate and whereabouts remain unknown. Over the years, numerous theories have been proposed to explain Hoffa's disappearance, ranging from his involvement in organized crime to political vendettas and disputes within the Teamsters Union. One of the most persistent theories is that Hoffa was murdered by members of organized crime to prevent him from reclaiming leadership of the Teamsters and challenging their control over the union. Despite occasional tips, alleged sightings, and purported revelations from informants, no conclusive evidence has ever been found to solve the mystery of Jimmy Hoffa's disappearance. The case remains one of the most enduring unsolved mysteries in American history, captivating the public's imagination and spawning countless books, films, and conspiracy theories. Brian Schaefer was a medical student at Ohio State University who disappeared under mysterious circumstances on the night of April 1, 2006. Schaefer was last seen on surveillance footage entering the Ugly Tuna Saloon, a bar in the Short North District of Columbus, Ohio, with friends. However, he was never seen leaving the bar, and his disappearance has baffled investigators and captured the public's attention for years. Despite extensive searches, including interviews with witnesses and examination of surveillance footage, no trace of Brian Schaefer has ever been found. His disappearance has led to numerous theories and speculation, ranging from foul play to the possibility that he intentionally disappeared or met with an accident. One theory suggests that Schaefer may have exited the bar through a service entrance or other means not captured on surveillance cameras. Another theory posits that he may have been the victim of a random act of violence or encountered someone who harmed him inside the bar. The case has garnered widespread media attention and has been featured on television programs and podcasts dedicated to unsolved mysteries. Despite the passage of time, Brian Schaefer's disappearance remains an open investigation, and his family continues to hold out hope for answers and closure. The mystery surrounding Brian Schaefer's disappearance has sparked renewed interest and ongoing efforts by amateur sleuths and internet communities to uncover new leads or information that could help solve the case. However, as of the latest updates, Brian Schaefer's whereabouts remain unknown, and his disappearance remains one of the most puzzling unsolved mysteries in Ohio's history. The Nazca lines are a collection of geoglyphs etched into the desert floor in the Nazca Desert of southern Peru. These ancient designs, ranging from simple lines to intricate figures of animals, plants, and geometric shapes, cover an area of approximately 450 square kilometers, 170 square miles. Created by the ancient Nazca culture between 500 BC and 500 CE, the Nazca lines are best viewed from the air due to their immense size and complexity. The largest of the geoglyphs measure up to 1,200 feet, 370 meters, in length and are thought to have been made by removing the reddish-brown iron oxide-coated pebbles that cover the desert surface, revealing the lighter-colored soil underneath. The purpose and significance of the Nazca lines have been the subject of much debate among archaeologists, historians, and researchers. Some theories suggest that the lines had religious or ceremonial significance, serving as pathways for ceremonial processions or as offerings to the gods. Others propose that the lines were used for astronomical or agricultural purposes, aligning with the movements of the sun, moon, and stars, or indicating the location of underground water sources. One of the most enduring mysteries surrounding the Nazca lines is how the ancient Nazca people created such precise and intricate designs without the aid of modern technology. Some researchers believe that the Nazca people used simple tools, such as wooden stakes and ropes, to create the lines, while others speculate that they may have had knowledge of early forms of surveying or aerial observation techniques. Despite ongoing research and study, many aspects of the Nazca lines remain shrouded in mystery, adding to their allure and fascination for visitors from around the world. Today, the Nazca lines are a UNESCO World Heritage Site and continue to be a source of wonder and inspiration, drawing tourists, researchers, and curious minds to marvel at their ancient beauty and mystery. Cicada 3301 is the name given to an enigmatic, internet-based puzzle that first appeared in January 2012. The puzzle, which has recurred on several occasions since its initial appearance, has captivated amateur cryptographers, hackers, and internet sleuths around the world. The puzzle typically begins with the appearance of a cryptic message posted on internet forums, social media platforms, or hidden in physical locations. The message, often accompanied by an image of a cicada, challenges participants to solve a series of complex puzzles, riddles, and cryptographic challenges. The puzzles employed in Cicada 3301 are multidisciplinary and require knowledge of cryptography, steganography, literature, mathematics, computer science, and various esoteric subjects. Solving each puzzle leads participants to a new clue or piece of the puzzle, ultimately leading to a final destination or goal. Despite extensive efforts by thousands of participants over the years, the true purpose and origins of Cicada 3301 remain shrouded in mystery. Some believe that Cicada 3301 is an elaborate recruitment tool for intelligence agencies or clandestine organizations seeking highly skilled individuals. Others speculate that it may be an elaborate social experiment, art project, or alternate reality game, ARG, designed to challenge and entertain participants. The secretive nature of Cicada 3301, combined with its intricate puzzles and cryptic messages, has fueled speculation and conspiracy theories about its creators and purpose. Despite occasional claims of success by individuals who purport to have solved the puzzles, the true identity of the masterminds behind Cicada 3301 and their intentions remain unknown. The mystery and intrigue surrounding Cicada 3301 have made it one of the most famous and enduring puzzles in internet history, inspiring countless discussions, articles, and documentaries exploring its origins, meaning, and significance. As of the latest updates, Cicada 3301 has not resurfaced since its last appearance in 2018, leaving its true nature and purpose open to speculation and interpretation. The Jersey Devil is a legendary creature said to inhabit the pine barrens of southern New Jersey, United States. Descriptions of the creature vary, but it is often depicted as a winged, hoofed creature resembling a cross between a bat and a kangaroo, with a horse-like head and glowing red eyes. The origins of the Jersey Devil legend date back to the early 18th century, with various folktales and legends passed down through generations in the Pine Barrens region. One popular origin story claims that the Jersey Devil was the 13th child born to Mother Leeds, a resident of the area, who cursed the child after declaring that she did not want another mouth to feed. Reports of sightings and encounters with the Jersey Devil have persisted over the years, with numerous eyewitnesses claiming to have seen the creature lurking in the Pine Barrens or terrorizing livestock and wildlife in the surrounding area. The legend of the Jersey Devil has become deeply ingrained in New Jersey folklore and has inspired numerous books, films, and other works of popular culture. Despite the lack of concrete evidence, believers in the Jersey Devil continue to search for proof of its existence, while skeptics dismiss the creature as nothing more than a myth or urban legend. Various theories have been proposed to explain the origins of the Jersey Devil legend, ranging from misidentifications of known animals to hoaxes and mass hysteria. Whether the Jersey Devil is a real creature or merely a product of folklore and imagination, its legend continues to endure, captivating the imagination of people around the world and ensuring its place as one of the most famous and enduring cryptids in American folklore. That was it for part 1 of The Tip of the Iceberg. Subscribe for part 2 and the rest of the iceberg.